Hello everyone, my name is Nico Higginson if you didn't already know, and if you did, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, it is the long-awaited twice a year Sephora sale recommendation. So I believe it is starting on April 4th. And I wanted to get my video out before then so you guys could know kind of what was going on. I picked out all of my favorite things, also some things I recommend that you get only when they're on sale because they're not worth the full price, but still great products. Just looking here, these are pretty much like my everyday essentials. I also realized while doing this, a lot of my makeup I get from like smaller brands. We're not from Sephora, so I kind of found that interesting, but you're gonna see some of the things that have been shown in almost all of my favorite videos or in my tutorials and whatever. But with that, if you enjoy like weirder makeup recommendations, tutorials, product showcases, all of that, subscribe to me, like, comment, and subscribe, do all that for the engagement so we can broaden our horizons. But with that, let's get into all of my Sephora sale recommendations. Okay. I almost fully went insane recording this video. It took me like 20 minutes, no joke, just to get my camera to pair to my computer so I could record, but it's okay. I have a new camera coming soon. I'm so excited. I got the new Canon PowerShot, not to nerd out, but everything's gonna be upgraded. But y'all aren't here for that. We are here for the recommendations. So I'm kind of going in order from beginning to end of my routine, and surprisingly, I don't have any primers that I really recommend. I normally use my MAC one, and none of the other primers I have I love enough to recommend, so we're skipping primer. I just have to keep it real with you guys. But next what I do is color correction in the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Corrector, especially in the shade Pink Pomelo for my mustache. Unmatched, so good. It has enough pigment but not too much. It lasts, it doesn't leave like a crazy cast. The colors are great. There's so many different tones for everybody. Love this. They also have some under eye brightening ones in pink shades. I have one here. This is Cherry Blossom. I don't really need this. I don't have super dark under eyes, so I don't use it that much. That's why I'm recommending Pink Pomelo. Amazing if you have dark circles. Next up, FARA HOMIDI Essential Face Compact. This is so luxe. So gorgeous. If you thought the Izamaya one that compact was luxe, this one outweighs it by like 10 times, and it's honestly smaller than the Izamaya one. I love this for spot concealing, but also for my more natural days, which very rarely occur. I just will take my finger and kind of dot it around. I think this is really great. If you're more of I just want a little bit of something just to even me out, this is gorgeous. It also comes with like a highlight balm. That's pretty. I don't really use it because I don't like gloss on my skin, but it's a really nice consistency. It goes well on top of makeup. I used it before, but I use this before I put on any foundation just to cover up any blemishes. They also have a brush, like a pinpoint concealing brush. Do I really recommend it? No, I think it's a good brush, but it is kind of expensive. If you're looking for a brush this shape and you travel a lot, I think this brush is good. But the Essential Face Compact, I love her. I also use it to carve out my eyebrows, kind of replace my NARS Soft Matte Concealer. So it's kind of a leveled up version of that if you want any perspective. But now, foundations. I have 3 here, one for kind of all different vibes. Urban Decay Face Bond for the summer. Girl, this stuff does not move. It is finicky though. You really have to know how to apply it. You have to shake it up really well, and then I apply it to a metal plate. Rub it in there with my fingers, evenly distribute it. Actually no, I don't evenly distribute it. I go in straight with the brush and then pat it in. You have to work quickly with this because it will dry and it will separate, but if you can use it properly, oh my god, this stuff lasts all day and looks amazing all day. But only I recommend it for very oily skin. Now, for drier skin, or if you want something a bit more glowy, medium coverage, this NARS Light Reflecting Foundation has been turning me out. I'm wearing it today because I'm just gonna go for a walk after this, and I didn't want anything too crazy, but it makes my skin look so delicious, so juicy, covers, hydrates, lasts all day. And it doesn't get super oily on me. I still powder the heck out of it because I am oily, but it looks amazing. My one flaw is the shade range is so yellow. I'm the shade L1 Oslo, and this is actually a really great shade on me, but a lot of the other ones lean quite yellow, which I do not like. But formula-wise, stunning. Now for kind of skin tint, this milk one, guys, I love it. I just love it. It's a little bit less coverage than the NARS, but it can be built up. It juices up your skin. It makes it look firmer almost. It looks like you just have really, really healthy skin. It sets well. It lasts well. I really love this color, the packaging. Milk. I want you guys to do more of things in this blue color. This is just like beautiful pool blue. I get excited every time I use this. I think about using this before I do my makeup. So that's how you know it's kind of, if it's sitting in the front of your mind, it's a good product. And I don't think it's too expensive. Definitely recommend that. I've been loving a lot of Milk releases lately. I'm really excited to see what else they come out with. Concealer. I only have one. I guess, and the FARA HOMIDI one. HAUS Labs. She's that girl. Under the eyes, to lighten the face, to carve out. I love this. This is the shade 01 Fair Neutral. I am hoping at some point they come out with a white one. I would love that, like the white foundation, but she is on her last legs. I don't know if you can see, but there's a little bit still on the sides, but I'm at the bottom of this concealer, and I very rarely go through things just because I get so much stuff and I like to try new things. This concealer looks good underneath the eyes. It hydrates. I use it on my clients. It is such a good concealer, but it covers medium to full coverage. I love to pat it in with the brush. Again, I get excited to use it. It makes my skin look delicious and it sets well, which is what I love. And speaking of setting, let's move on to setting powders. I'm just gonna go in the order that they're here. This is not the order I would apply them. The Pat McGrath Blurring Under Eye Powder. Come on, you guys see that pan in there. I love this stuff. It feels like silk. It brightens up. It's not too much of a white cast, so don't be too worried. It also comes in 4 shades. I want to try the baby pink. I still haven't tried that, but it just leaves your under eyes looking so smooth, so pretty. I'll also use this as an all over face powder just to kind of lighten a tiny bit and smooth out. It is just so good, and I can't believe I've gone through this. I mean, this is kind of crazy. I need to get a new one. I have one in my kit too. She has been beat up, but so well worth it. It's expensive, but then again, we're getting 20% off if you're a Rouge, so I say it's worth it. I would buy it full price too. It really is that good, and it lasts you a long time. Now, for something I just keep repurchasing over and over and over again, Makeup by Mario Soft Pink SurrealSkin Setting Powder. I just bought another one. This is my 3rd one in like 4 or 5 months, but I got it. Makeup by Mario actually has a pro artist discount, so I got this for, I believe, 30% off. So definitely recommend doing that over the Sephora sale. That's an extra 10% off. You just have to send them like tear sheets or whatever, and then they approve mine in like 2 days. So quick. This powder, I could write a love letter about this powder. It is smooth, it blurs, it lasts, it mattifies, it doesn't get cakey, it doesn't look crazy. I can use so much of it, and it just looks amazing. Sorry y'all, my card got full, but this is just my favorite setting powder. I just wish they had a brightening shade, which is why I pull out the Huda Beauty one. They sent this to me. This is the Cherry Blossom Cake. I prefer the Sugar Cookie. Like, I have my whole big jar of it here. It's my favorite setting powder for when I do like a white face, a paler face, or if I really want to brighten underneath my eyes. This pink shade also does a good job of brightening. I'm not a big fan of pink powders in general. I don't think it really does that much, at least for me, so I just stick to my white shade, or like I do like a lavender though. If they came out with a lavender, I know they came out with the Ube shade, but if they came out with the true lavender powder, it would be over. I'd be using that every day, but this formula is a little bit thicker than the Makeup by Mario, so sometimes on the skin it looks a little bit heavy, but I also use a ton of powder. I don't know, it just depends on how you apply it. If you apply it lightly, it's not gonna look so heavy, so it's up to user error or how you like to apply your powder, but it's a great powder. Nonetheless, speaking of brightening, the One Size Stage White Powder, so good. I don't know if they sell this on Sephora, but I do like the foundation shades of this too, so either way, the Turn Up the Base powders I think are amazing. I like the packaging a lot. I really like this red chrome, but this white is so good for brightening underneath the eyes. Like right now, I'm gonna take a little bit on my brush, brighten up that inner corner. Also, it's just a big white eyeshadow. Think about it that way. If you like choose really bright shades on the eyes, I love a white to blend anything out, and this one does a great job with that. I also use my MAC Shivering White, but I know a lot of people can't get their hands on that, so thank you, Patrick Starr, for bringing that to us. And contour. I forgot about contour before powder, doesn't matter. Sephora collection, both their contour powder, which I have in this little palette here, their contour powder, and the contour stick are my favorite contours. I can say that confidently, and they're already cheap. Like, I swear they're $15 plus 30% off for these. It's over. Like, these are so good. I put some in my pro kit. I still have a little teeny bit left of mine. You can see, hopefully you can see. Okay. That's all I have left. Just a little itty bit. It's a true gray tone, so if you're like really warm skinned, this is not gonna look good on you. It's gonna look straight up gray. On me, it looks like a real natural shadow. Oh, I just love that contour shade. It's really one of the only rare real contour shades on the market, real cool tone ones, and I love it for that. Both the powder formula is okay. It's not the best formula, but the color's really amazing. Highlighter, the HAUS Labs Dewy Balm. I just think it's a really cool product. You can see, I put it on my hand there. Great shine, comes in a lot of colors, works for every skin tone. I just picked up the clear one because I'll use this as like a balm or on the eye. Just a really interesting product. I think it's very artistry driven, which I like that the brand's doing. Also HAUS Labs, their blushes. I have the shade Pomelo Peach here. They're a really good matte blush. They work on all skin tones and they don't have that white chalky base, so any skin tone can use them. Definitely appreciate that. HAUS Labs is always looking out in the color sphere. I'm wearing a little bit of it on my cheeks today. Also with blush, Milk Makeup, these gel tints, which I thought were pretty gimmicky at first, but actually they deliver a really beautiful stain, very natural looking, but you can build it up. I use it on the cheeks, on the lips, all over. Really pretty, feels nice, and I don't think it's a gimmick. It actually really works. And you know what? Just because it's fun to play with does not mean it's a gimmick. I've learned my lesson on calling things a gimmick when they're not really. Love this little stick from Milk. I also have a setting spray here, the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Set and Refresh Spray. I use this if I want my skin to be really dewy or if I'm looking too dry. I don't like this for every day because it does turn your makeup way more glowy and I like to look matte. It's not the product's fault. It's just not what I like. But when I really need my makeup to be more hydrated, I'll go in with this and it works really well. I really like this formula. Most of my setting sprays are from MAC. That's my holy trinity. So this is pretty good that it made it here. I do also have their Eclipse Pore Blur one. I don't know if I'm sold on this. It is a decent mattifying spray, but not my favorite, but just throwing it out there. It's not a recommendation, but if you want to try it. Liquid liner. This one from Anastasia Beverly Hills. So good. This is actually what I use for my moles on my face. It is a really good deep black liner. I know this is what Erin Parsons uses for her liner. I mean, just it is such a good black liner. And my favorite is the Stila for a pen, but I like the ones that you can dunk in because you're able to make sure it stays really wet. I know when you're doing a liner, sometimes it like skips and gets dry, all that, which I don't like. With these potted ones, you can just keep dipping back in and keep getting that precision. So that's definitely the blackest and my favorite liquid liner. They have some other fun shades too, like blues, reds, I don't know, some other colors. They have a brown, I know that, but the black is my favorite. I like the drama. I'll also sometimes use it for my eyebrows if I'm feeling a little bit crazy. And for lip liners, I mostly use MAC and Mob Beauty, and they're not on Sephora. But for my Sephora ones, FARA HOMIDI, I love their pencils, especially the shade Fawn. Is this gorgeous, like, light taupey brown that works really well for fair to medium skin. This is like a Your Lips But Better, good contour shade. It's a little bit warmer than like a true cool tone pencil. It's definitely not warm, it's more of a neutral, but it's a true neutral, and I think this is a really unique shade on the market. Also is a Maya Beauty. They came out with some cool shades. This is Flat White, a really beautiful like caramelly brown. I know a lot of people liked Liberica, and I think it was, what was the name of the other shade? I think it was like Roast, no, that was the black shade. They had another shade, and there were cute colors. Cool tones, just your standard ones if you're looking for that. But they had a big range, especially if you're dark skinned. I think they have really good shades for dark skin liners, which I can appreciate. For lighter skin, I don't think they had enough cool tones or even just neutrals. Everything leaned very warm. But again, 20% off. If you're looking to try them now. More lip stuff. Also is Amaya Beauty. We have 2 red lips here. This is their Cardinal Red. This is one of my favorite bright red lipsticks. You can see I'm almost out of mine. Definitely gonna get a new one soon. Maybe I'll get one during the sale. I don't know yet. It's just a really good like satin kind of old Hollywood type of lipstick. I think it works really well on all skin tones. It's a bright red. It gives a lot of vibrance to your face. I love to use it for like a smudgy red lip. And the packaging is cute. No, it's not. It's like really basic packaging, but whatever, I guess. It's about the formula. We'll be fine. But for packaging and formula, Violet FR, they have this little gold medallion on the top. I love this red. This is their Petal Bouche in the shade Amour Fou, and it is just an insanely bright but deep dimensional red. You kind of have to apply 2 layers of it to get really opaque. But I love how it looks. You can also get more of like a sheared, blurred finish out of it. I do want to try some more stuff from Violet FR during the sale, so I think I'm actually going to use the sale to pick up those things. Also, look, I just rubbed that Anastasia liner and it went literally nowhere. Such a good formula, but these 2 reds are kind of my go-tos, at least from Sephora. And then lip toppers, these Fenty Gloss Bomb sparkle sticks or whatever, especially in this lavender shade, just so gorgeous. Like, look at all those reflex. Like, even in the camera, this camera is not the best at picking up sparkle. It works so well. I also have the pink shade. I don't like the non-shimmer formula. They like are slippery and melty around the lips, but because these have some like shimmer holding it together, they work so beautifully. Definitely recommend them. And they have some nude shades too if you don't want anything crazy like this, but I like to put it on top of a nude lip and it really transforms the lip. And I feel like we're out of eyeshadow palettes, really. Like, there are not very many eyeshadow palettes on the market, especially in Sephora. The only one I really recommend is this Makeup by Mario Cool Neutrals. But then again, if you are a pro member or pro artist, sign up for their pro discount, you'll get 30% off. I just think this is such a good one and done. All your cooler neutrals. I would say this is more of like a neutrals palette. There are a couple cooler shades and most of them are pretty neutral. They do have their warmer one, which they just call their Master Mattes. I think the formula is great. They blend. The color selection's nice. I like the packaging. I think it's fairly priced, and you kind of just get everything you need for a basic neutral eye in here. They also have a really big mirror, which I love. So I definitely recommend these. Makeup by Mario has really been impressing me lately, and I'm mad it took me so long to get into him. I also have his blush sticks here. Is this like my favorite thing on earth? No, but I definitely think it's good. I have this berry shade. You know what, I'm gonna play with this shade tomorrow. So pretty. And it also has a brush on the other side. I don't really ever use it, but if you're on the go, hey, definitely throw it in your bag. The blush is a great formula. I don't know if I'm necessarily putting it in my recommendations because I don't use it all that much, but just in general, Makeup by Mario is a really good brand. Also, brushes, all the Sephora collection ones are amazing, but the queen of all brushes is the Makeup by Mario F4 brush. Honestly, I'm about to just go buy another one because it is so it's so good. I love it. This is the F4. You have your bigger one. I use this for foundation, but honestly at this point I'm about to get another one so I can use that for blush and contour. This one I normally use for concealer, blending out my face, and I just put this brush through it and it still works amazing. Great fibers. I think this is definitely a synthetic brush. It is just so good. Like, if you are a beginner to brushes and you need your foundation concealer brush, definitely get that one. Cannot recommend it enough. And also for tools, I have a Shiseido lash curler here. This is one of my favorite lash curlers. I'm very specific about them. I really only use this one and the Rephr one. The Rephr is obviously not on Sephora. So get this Shiseido one, 20% off. I keep saying 20% off. We get it, 20% off. But it's just a really good makeup artist's favorite classic lash curler. And I think that really concludes this. I kind of was just spitting all this at you guys. I'm really excited for this Sephora sale. I haven't really been buying anything from Sephora recently just because there really hasn't been much coming out that I've been interested in. I'm just going to use it mostly to restock some things, maybe pick up some new stuff. I do have a TikTok up where I posted my cart, and if you want to influence what I buy, definitely comment on that video and tell me what you want me to review. There's some newer brands in there, some candle scents, all types of different things, so I'm definitely gonna pick some stuff up. Not too much though, because I don't have that much money for all that stuff, and also I don't really need more makeup. I have so much crap. But all these things here I'm using pretty much on an everyday basis by now. I love them all, and obviously I'm not paid to talk about any of these things, but if any brands do want to pay me, please hit me up because I could use some extra money in my pocket. Oh my god, I just missed this. The Milk Makeup, what's this called? Their Odyssey lip gloss in the shade Voyage. I really love this. It's kind of like an Izamaya Black Veil dupe. Sorry, I was looking around at my makeup while I was finishing the video. ADHD, guys, sorry. But I'm excited for the sale. Let me know what you guys are wanting to pick up. If there are any things I've tried before that you want my opinion on, comment down below, and I'll do my best to respond to you guys before the sale. I believe, again, April 4th it starts, and if you have any more questions, leave them down below. Thank you so much for watching. Your guys' support means everything. My YouTube, I love posting here. There's such a nice community. All of you people are so nice. And I'm really excited for the sale because I want to buy some more stuff. So with that, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, engage, whatever, so we can grow. I can make more videos, and I have a new camera coming soon, and maybe I'll start posting 2 times a week. We'll see. But with that, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in my next one, and bye. Love you guys.